how kind of has white changed throughout time? Because it's my understanding that kind of Irish weren't really a part of that in-group for a time, and then Italians weren't a part of that in-group, and Jews were kind of, can you talk about that for a little bit? Like
Yeah.
the evolution of whatever white is.
So I think that also we have to answer on two tracks. Sorry, my answer is to everything. I have one answer that I give to every single question, which is it's complicated.
Yeah.
But it is, everything is complicated. History is complicated. So I would say that there are two tracks to what whiteness means. One is the legal track. In the legal track, all Europeans are white. Irish, Jews, Italians, they are never excluded from citizenship when non-white people are excluded from citizenship. So that's the legal track. The other track is the social track. The social track is much more multi-layered than the legal track. So we know that large numbers of Irish immigrants came into the country, large numbers of Jewish immigrants came into the country, even as Chinese immigrants were not allowed into the country at all because they were, and this is the legal language that was used, racially ineligible to citizenship. So just at the time that Irish immigrants and Polish immigrants and Italian immigrants and Greek immigrants and Jewish immigrants are coming into the country in the late 19th century, Chinese immigrants are not allowed because they are racially ineligible to citizenship. However, these, what we could call peripheral European immigrants, the people from Eastern Europe, Southern Europe, Ireland, so as opposed to those from like England and, Scandinavia and the like central super white Teutonic parts of Europe, Saxon people, there is a lot of social prejudice against these white people who are seen by a lot of the white Anglo-Saxon Protestant descendants of the founders of the country as not really white enough. So there is a lot of social exclusion and discrimination that immigrants from the peripheries of Europe experience, and yet they're immigrants, unlike Chinese and Mexicans who are not allowed to be immigrants. So I think we need to think about those two tracks, the legal track and the social track. They're not identical. They're related, but people who are legally allowed to immigrate because they're white can still be socially discriminated against because they're not super white.